Hey, what's going on? It's your boy JoThunder back once again with another episode of the Smoking JoThunder podcast, bringing you the best in that hip hop and cannabis news from all over the motherfucker world. Real quick shout out to Be Good, our official sponsor. You can catch them over there on 11 West Hampden, or if you're up north, they're on 120th across the highway from Boondocks.
Be good.
We got another fucking special, another banger for episode for you. You know what I'm saying? We got a cat that's been putting it down in the town for a minute, like from breakdancing, you know what I mean? To writing on the walls, to magazines, to rapping, to everything. We got fucking Breez Billions.
All four elements, baby.
Breez Billions in the building.
Gotta keep
What's
hip
going
hop
on?
real, you know what I mean?
For sure, brother. How you been? How you been?
Shoot, we've been great. We've been having a good
run at it.
Good run at it this last year. I think I'd say we've had a little more fun than the last couple of years before that. You know what I mean? All that COVID and
you got your homie Ricky Chips next to you, right?
Yeah.
What's going on, G?
Ricky Chips in the building.
Where do you get the chips from? You be clocking dollars, clocking hoes?
Yeah.
All that good shit. I seen you in the video when I was on the yacht, right?
Oh man, that was fun going
with
to
the
Miami.
Fly Miami Honeys.
Out in the MIA.
Right,
it's
right.
about 303 day, and then it's almost 305 days. So shout out to Miami too.
Shout out.
Everybody out there.
Hey, so like being that this is your first time here, man, kind of tell them how it all started, man. Where you grew, because you're from Denver, born and raised, right?
Born and raised, yes sir, in the West.
In the West
side,
okay.
baby.
All right.
Born on 5th and Fox. Be official.
Shit, how was that growing up back in the day, man? How was your younger years?
Well, the younger years were cool. We had to get by.
Was it rough, man, or was it like, did you have a mom and a dad?
Well, let's see. Mom and dad divorced at 4. So, me and mom's was, she was a single mom, and that was, that was tough for her. That wasn't a easy job raising me.
You had any brothers, sisters?
No, I'm an only child. Bro.
Only child?
Yeah.
So you was running amok.
Yeah, so I was running amok. She had to raise a man, and I don't think it was too easy for her, but she did it.
Hey, you're still here, bro. And I know, I don't know how old you are, but I know, you know what I mean. You definitely
80s baby. What
you know what I'm saying? Past your 30s,
Yeah.
Or around your 30s, right?
No, I hit the foes.
The foes. Damn. So
I'm in the young foes, at least.
Hey, so we both made it on what we're expected, to make it too. We beat that, man. We're lucky people.
Yeah,
There's not many motherfuckers get to do that shit, you know what I mean?
I think that's a statistic of being born and raised in the urban big cities.
How many people get to say they made it past 40?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We've been through a lot, seen a lot, bro. Like, we've seen generations of hip-hop. I've been through every generation since the get.
Yes, sir.
And it's still going today.
Yeah.
How'd you kind of get introduced to
I just wasn't there in the 70s.
Right. I don't even care. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know that. But I'm like,
a little hip-hop back then.
What kind of got you into hip-hop, man? How were you first introduced?
Shit, no, you know what? I want to say Al, I'm bad about that. I'm bad tape. You know what I mean? And
right. That's probably like, in my opinion,
that shit was hard to me back then. Mama said knock you out, all that coming out to me. That I remember seeing Run DMC and all that, but
it was really LL that did it for you.
LL was big, back then in the late '80s.
Hey, I'll put it out there, man. I will say that I'm Bad might be one of the best rap hip-hop songs ever. It might be number one.
Bro, they're hard. You know what I mean?
Like, he has three verses with punches, and he's destroying it. Oreo cookies, Mike Tyson in you, and everything, bro. And when you see that video, and then you see Cut Creative them really cutting that shit up like some hip-hop shit, you're like, this is a total package, bro.
Yeah, that's what made, that was the toughness in hip hop, you know what I mean? I mean, it was like,
I remember seeing the video at like midnight on like Channel 4, the videos, bro. They're like, this was the sickest shit ever.
Yeah, the Mama Said Knock You Out video.
It was even like on some shit, bro, where I seen that shit, and I swear to God, I called like Chicken Master the next day, and I'm like, are there any upcoming rap concerts coming to Denver? And they're like, nah, because they just had one. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, it was that shit.
That was, I would say that was like what really got me liking, hip hop. Well, Cuddy-Co. Cuddy-Co definitely started putting me on that. That's his uncle. That's my first cousin.
Okay. He's put on
C
you on that
Dubs.
early music.
C Dubs. Shout out to C Dubs. Yeah, I mean, I was walking in his bedroom, a kid, and he's turning on. He's showing me the Ice-T records. You know what I mean?
Oh, with the booty.
With the booty, and like, I'm like, I don't know, 7 years old or so.
Let me ask you
years
real
old.
quick. Let me ask you real quick.
Like, he's like, look it, you feel it. I'm like, wow.
Let me ask you real quick. Who would you take? Would you take Ice-T's first wife on the Power cover, or would you take Coco?
Oh man. Probably the first one.
I'd have to go with that first one. She's still famous.
Might get in trouble for that one, but we good though. I don't know. When it's smoking with JoThunder and Billion coming, I had to just reach deep in the archives. I had to,
For sure.
come correct and just bring the whole. My chair's falling.
He brought CDs. He brought.
I brought, I brought the whole archive of quite a bit of Denver rap. I think that Denver has a lot of music that came out from the '90s and 2000s, and I like repping everybody. Like we had the Understream, and I think.
And real quick, you've always represented the Chicano side of it, Chicano rap.
Yeah.
Right. Always.
Yeah, I grew up with a strong. My mom was a strong Chicana. In the '70s, she was in like Mecha and all that. So, she raised me like that. I was at all the La Raza Male Youth Leadership conferences. You know what I mean? So just growing up with that, like meeting Corky Gonzalez, it was just a movement. It's still a movement, and so, I've always read my background. You know what I mean?
Right. You said you guys are breakdancing on Santa Fe in '93, right?
Yeah. Every Cinco de Mayo, we do it big there, and of course it's more of the art walk now, but back then, and I think we still do quite a bit on the 5th here, but back in the '90s, I mean, we shut the whole block down, and they had stages and all that, and we had we were High Fidelity too.
Was B-Boying what kicked it off for you?
Well, that was something positive that Big Noise's older brother, Chewy, he got us into that to kind of keep us, busy trying to keep us out the streets.
Because were gangs big back then?
Oh, yeah. I mean, homies were already dying at school and all that, so like we were like at least had a good influence, a mentor that would come through and put their time aside, being an older adult and being able to put their time aside to, show us how to break dance and all that, that was love. And we tore it up, you know what I'm saying? We all had the same matching jump fits. No, I keep kicking this chair. All the matching jumpsuits and shit, and we got down, you know what I'm saying? We got down at that, and I might even have some video of that. I still got to dig into the archives, Joe. I've been busy these last few years getting it, you know what I mean? And we got to get back to the Understream a little bit. I'm gonna try to play with that, and do that with the music. It all comes together if you let it,
Right. So, that's exactly kind of what I've kind of done. Brought it back around, you know what I mean? Just wrapping it all up, tying it all together, man.
Yeah, and I like seeing that because it's like, we here in Denver have this big culture of hip hop that like nobody's really seen. Nobody knows about it. Like we've been doing it, and I mean, if everybody here that we have all these CDs had been in New York or LA with the same CD, where would they be today versus living here? You know what I'm saying? It's like there could be a lot more stars out there from Denver if they were getting their stuff in the right hands. And we were trying, but you need plugs, and it's like I think a lot of really good artists were trying in the '90s that they should have been a big star too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look at how many you can't count the amounts of stars that are from New York, rappers. You know, like big, huge rappers.
Right.
L.A. I mean, Houston. I mean, you can't count them, bro. But in Denver, like you can't count them on one hand. Like if you asked anybody in the nation,
right.
They would know who they are.
We're talking
You know
about
what I mean?
that though. Why hasn't Denver popped? Like it just in general.
We don't have the music money here, you know. It's that old money.
You think we would though?
And
With
all
the
the money's in
dispensary?
like the Anschutz and the Broncos, and you know that's what the deal is here in Denver.
That's
It's
what I'm
always been,
saying.
you know, we don't have music money here. If
That's
there was
what I'm
music
saying.
money, it'd be different. But I feel like it's starting to come around, you know.
Now you got radio stations like The Drop, you know, exposing you to some of the underground hip hop around here. That's local.
Sure.
And
Can I grab a
that's
cup of
pretty
water?
cool
Yeah.
too. Or maybe like the Rhubar, where they're like having underground, you know, concerts or just playing their stuff. So I think that's cool when like people are going to these places, being exposed to new hip hop that's local.
Hold on real quick. I don't know what's in there, bro. They might be in the cupboards. Is there any or not?
I'll just get a quick drink and get cotton mouth like a muffin. Or you think there might be like a pop in the fridge or something?
Check, bro. I have no idea. You got to check for me.